Well, hello and good evening. This is Jeff Hooks. I am the President and Chief Operating Officer of Victory Nutrition International, and it is my privilege to welcome all of you to this product and business introduction event. We're very excited, all of you that have joined in all over the U.S. and Canada for this live event. I want to welcome all of you, and then those of you that are listening to the replay. We're recording this live Thursday evening, 9 o'clock Eastern on March 26th, and so again, welcome. We, as a company, we're very excited to have the opportunity in the midst of obviously some very unique and challenging times for all of us. We're excited to have the opportunity to share with you some good news, And this is a message you're going to learn this evening about a very unique wellness and nutritional sciences company that has been sharing this message of wellness, an unchanging message for 6.5 years now, including pre-launch. And so it's a message that's certainly very timely in the some of the uncertainty that we're all dealing with. But I'm reminded of what Solomon said: "This too shall pass." And I don't want to minimize the challenges that we're all dealing with, both lifestyle challenges, physical health challenges for so many, and economic challenges. But we are a company that is committed to, in fact, our mission statement is assisting people in becoming beacons of health, hope, and abundance. And so we're excited to have the opportunity to share with you some insight on who we are as a company, where we've come from, what makes us unique and different in a very crowded space. And that's the purpose of tonight's event. And so it is my privilege to introduce and turn this introduction event over to our founder, our chairman, our chief executive officer, Bill Downs. Bill's going to give us some insight on the company, the products, and the science. Very, very unique concept in the world of nutritional science is what we're doing. And it is my privilege to turn the event over to Bill Downs. Bill, take it away.
Thank you so much, Jeff. It's a privilege to be here. Let me share my screen. There we go. And bring this up. And we are just about ready to roll. Okay, everybody. These are amazing times, to say the very least. Our culture has been through many tumultuous transitions in the last couple of decades. Ever since World War II, we've been in that, but especially in the last couple of decades, for those of you that are on the phone, we've been in some major transitions. We have a very unique opportunity at this moment. And the reason that we have a unique opportunity is that we're in an industry where we have an opportunity to bolster immune competence and restore oxygen utilization, reduce stress, and just overall benefit health. So the important thing to remember is that VNI is a bastion of safety and of credibility and validation. In 1985, the natural products industry did about $4 billion in total revenues. In 2012, just in the dietary supplement category, that number skyrocketed to $137 billion. It is anticipated by 2025 to eclipse $250 billion just in dietary supplements. This is a staggering amount of product being marketed in the industry, and these just other monies in addition to the dietary supplements are being spent in 3 categories. In addition to supplements, we're spending it on fitness products and programs, and anti-aging, which includes whole foods and things like that. For longevity, the whole life extension phenomenon was spawned as an anti-aging strategy. So the challenge is that with all the money being spent on nutrition, and by the way, on drugs, we haven't put a dent in the incidence of chronic degenerative disease. Obesity and chronic illness are still on the rise. So again, there are thousands and thousands and thousands of supplements on the market from which to choose. Unless you're an industry insider like me, I was in the raw material business for 24 years. I've been around the supplement industry for almost 40 years. How do you know which ones to take? How do you know if you're wasting your hard-earned money other than a trial and error? And how many months of taking a product does it take to figure out that it was an error? And if something good does happen, how do you know that you're not getting the best benefit that you could? And a standard of mediocrity and disappointment has been established. So that begs this question: what is the most expensive nutritional supplement on the market? The answer is very simple. It's the one that doesn't work, no matter what you paid for it. And factors that influence that are digestive impairment, for one. This is probably one of the most prevalent. Every major chronic degenerative disease is rooted in digestive impairment. Digestive impairment is the #1 reason for emergency room visits after accidents. It's the #1 reason for doctor visits, and #1 reason for the most purchased over-the-counter meds, and it's the #1 reason for the most prescribed drugs for a legitimate health condition. Secondly, all these products that are out there, if they were all using the very best ingredients and relying on good science, most of them would be affordable. You pay extraordinary amounts. And because the #1 addiction of the human species is greed, they want to buy low cost, sell high profit. So what they do is they use generic low quality ingredients. You have a few premium quality, science-based, patented, trademark, evidence-based ingredients that create the market recognition. And then you have a massive groundswell of counterfeit, knockoff, pirate products, ingredients and products that come into the market that spin a good story but cannot fulfill the promise. They make up for in outer appearance what they lack in inner substance. And then those same products, often, most of them don't use enough of the ingredients. So not only are they using fake ingredients, even if they're using the genuine, authentic market-making ingredients, if an ingredient potency calls for 100 milligrams, they may put in 10 milligrams. They shortcut to try and keep the cost down and the message high so they can make a lot of money. For this reason, these ingredients either don't get absorbed into the bloodstream, or if they do, they don't do what they're supposed to, and some of them may even have toxic effects. So on January the 15th, 2014, Steve Kushner and I launched Victory Nutrition International. Collectively, I'm a nutritional biochemist. His specialty is energetic nutrition. He's also bioenergetic therapy. We're both formulators. We're both published researchers. So again, having been in the ingredient business for 24 years, I'm going to say that we use premium high quality ingredients. I'm a bit of a fanatic about that. And our formulas are unique and exclusive to VNI, and they are proprietary. We have patents and patents pending. Our advanced proteasome absorption technology ensures rapid absorption, and we have peer-reviewed science on published studies showing that it does that. And those studies are published and available for you. You don't have to go to PubMed or other scientific sites. You can go to vniscience.com, and we actually have the PubMed links in there if you want to go to PubMed. In addition, our scientific advisory board is just the blue ribbon, the best of the best, with over 170 years worth of research experience. Dr. Kenneth Blum is the father of psychiatric genetics. He's the scientist that discovered the DRD2A1, the dopamine D2 receptor A1 allele, and its association with severe alcoholism, and published that in 1990 in the Journal of the American Medical Association. He's the father of nutrigenomics and neuroscience, the science that studies how gene expression affects, how nutrition affects gene expression and how that affects your overall health. Dr. Debashis Bagchi and Meenakshi Bagchi are giants in the scientific research arena on nutrition. They have pioneered many of the products that many people see. They pioneered Garcinia cambogia research. They pioneered grapeseed extract and OPCs and polyphenols and all these botanical extracts that you see coming out. The premise of reducing oxidative stress, being antioxidants, really started with their research. They've been on multiple National Institutes of Health grant review boards. To date, VNI is the only company known to have 48 published clinical studies, with another one underway, with 3 patents and 2 patents pending. And by the way, there's an additional patent on the GARS test that you'll hear about in a little bit, on our proprietary exclusive technologies supporting the finished products. Yes, we use science. We rely on scientific validation for the ingredients that we use, but we do the scientific research on our finished product, and the FDA actually requires that. So we have unprecedented scientific validation, and that ensures an unprecedented superior advantage for business validation for those of you that are interested in sharing our mission. And Jeff will explain about that a little bit later. So anybody who partners with VNI to do the business is absolutely assured that the products that they're promoting are made with the highest quality ingredients backed by peer-reviewed science. And most importantly, they improve the health of other people, confirmed by case reports, case studies, and product reviews. So let's define optimal health. Most people look at optimal health as the absence of symptoms, and that's not actually accurate. People with really good genetics sometimes don't develop symptoms until the scaffolding of health completely collapses. So we want to really look at a different definition of optimal health. Before we do that, let's look at what suboptimal health is. Ill health is the body's inability to create and maintain the ideal biological environment inside the body. Cells cannot effectively use oxygen and water to make energy, manage energy, eliminate waste. It's kind of like a stagnant pond. The water's not moving, it's not oxygenating, it's contaminating, and the fish can't live. In this case, the fish are your cells, and the pond is the internal ecology of your body. On the other hand, optimal health is the body's ability to create and maintain the ideal biological environment to ensure optimal cellular structure, function, and the ability for cells to effectively use oxygen and water to make energy, manage energy, and eliminate waste. It's like a perfectly clean pond and pure pond with healthy fish, healthy cells, and the blood is moving rapidly, and it's oxygenating, and it's delivering oxygen to all the cells to support life and to promote energy production and waste removal so that everything works the way it's supposed to. And that's what VNI products do. The takeaway message tonight, if you don't remember anything else about the products, is all of our products have been shown to improve immune competence and oxygen utilization. Those are the 2 most important things that you can ask for, especially in today's environment with respiratory illness and kidney problems and viral issues and overwhelming stress. You need to restore the ability for cells to effectively and efficiently use oxygen and water to make energy, manage energy, eliminate waste. And all of our products have been shown to do that. All VNI products use the Prodosome technology, which is our proprietary absorption technology. And that means that the supplements are absorbed 100% of the time in 100% of the people tested. VNI products restore the ability for cells, again, to effectively use oxygen and water for their ingredients to make energy, manage energy, and eliminate waste for optimal cellular structure and function. And that means optimal health. Being able to create the ideal biological environment where everything works the way it's supposed to, the way God designed it. So this is a depiction of a cell membrane. And the reason I have this here is because our objective in doing the Prodosome technology was mimicking body fluids and cell membrane properties, ensuring, I'm going to call it body friendliness. In this case, it's body usefulness, body friendliness. So the first product I want to talk about is N-Sorb. It's an amazing enzyme complex. It's comprised of a complex called Diet Essential. It is patent pending, and it's a stable acid-resistant multi-enzyme complex that's activated in the higher pH of body tissues, not the stomach. Stomach is low pH. It's acid. Acid is low pH. So it's metabolically activated. The proprietary exclusive protosomes ensure rapid and prolonged absorption, and this combination is exclusively formulated for optimal metabolic, digestive, immune, and by the way, blood support. Life of the flesh is in the blood. If your blood's not healthy, your body's not healthy. If you want to get your body healthy, got to make your blood healthy. There are no other protosomed enzyme products on the market. And our research is published in peer-reviewed scientific journals that you can see on PubMed, or you can go to VNIScience.com. Safety and efficacy of N-Sorb is demonstrated in 2 published clinical case studies and a 3rd randomized double-blind placebo-controlled published study. And there's the reference down there. Metabolically activated in the alkaline pH of tissues inside the body on the other side of the GI tract. It's interesting that I say inside the body. Isn't the GI tract inside the body? Yes, but the digestive system, the gastrointestinal tract, is actually an external organ on the inside of the body because it's open at both ends. That's why 70 to 80% of your immune system tissue is in your digestive tract to protect you from all the stuff that's going in your mouth that's not you, that your body has to convert into you. And it's an elaborate process. So the N-Sorb has been shown in clinical research to boost and strengthen metabolism and vitality, support digestion of proteins, fats, and carbs, support intestinal health and elimination, boost immune competence and blood health. Boy, I think we are at a time in our culture where we need to boost immune competence. And the only way to do that, by the way, is to also support blood health. Prodovite is liquid nutrition. It's rapidly absorbed and it is patent pending. Now, it's a multivitamin, mineral, and phytonutrient complex. And a 2002 study published in the Journal of the American Medical Association states, it appears prudent for all adults to take vitamin supplements. That's a great suggestion. The problem is that we already know the #1 health malady in our culture is digestive maladies. So you're putting supplements into your mouth and you're only getting a fraction, if that, of the nutrient content. So what's that mean? That means the most expensive supplement is not only the one that can't get in, but it gets in because, or it doesn't work because it cannot get in. Impaired metabolism is a reduced ability to use oxygen and water. And you're going to hear this message repeated a lot. These are the 2 most important ingredients for life. You're made of air, water, sunshine, and food. There's 4 things. Air and water, the importance of a substance can be evaluated by how long you live without it. You can live without food for a while. You can live without water for a little while. You can live without sunshine for a while. I challenge anybody to try and live without air for even a short period of time. So all the systems of the body are designed to optimize the use of the components of air. It's amazing. So cells can make energy, manage energy, eliminate waste. When they can't do that, this is a primary feature of chronic degenerative diseases. So Prodovite, and the scientific code is VMP35, and you'll see that in the scientific literature, is a liquid multivitamin, mineral, and phytonutrient complex that has been shown to achieve unprecedented, rapid, and prolonged absorption. It starts in 5 minutes and has been sustained, actually even got better at 30 minutes. Promotes cellular ability to effectively use oxygen or water, and we actually kind of lovingly call it liquid blood food based on what we saw. When we make the product, we use no heat in making this product. And so when Prodovite is done manufacturing after a 2-day process, it sits in a production batch and samples are taken out to test for stability, for plate count, bacterial count, to make sure there's no bad things in it, no chemicals, no pesticides, herbicides, fungicides. And in the 3 hours that it's sitting waiting to be bottled, it heats up all by itself to 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. That, by the way, is body temperature. I don't know of another consumable liquid on planet Earth that automatically, all by itself, heats up to body temperature. It's amazing. So we call it liquid blood food. Peer-reviewed published scientific research shows that Prodovite restores hemoglobin. And let me rephrase this. Iron-free Prodovite restores iron-dependent hemoglobin to red blood cells in minutes. It's amazing. The life-changing benefits are evidenced by an astonishingly high customer retention rate. The next product I want to talk about is Brain Reward. And this is an amazing formula to improve mental sharpness, but it does more than that. It is a patented course correction for your mind, and there are the 3 patent numbers. And 1 in 4, and it's actually they're 1 in 4 to 5 Americans will experience a mental health disorder. This is by the National Alliance on Mental Illness. This is an extraordinary indictment against our culture. Our bodies and our brains are so overstressed and undernourished that they're absolutely not as healthy as they should be. And this makes life a lot more challenging. Brain Reward is an effective reward deficiency nutrigenomic solution. People just cannot achieve reward satisfaction because they don't have the resources necessary to supply to achieve that satisfaction. And nutrigenomic, by the way, is a science that studies how nutrition affects gene expression and how that improves overall health. The Brain Reward has been shown in numerous studies to rebalance the brain reward circuitry. And the amount of studies to date is 43, with many more scientific papers that demonstrate that it nutritionally supports dopamine sensitivity and function, helps regulate cravings, supports weight management, promotes energy and recovery, relieves stress, supports easier detox, supports improved decision-making, supports focus, attention, concentration, cognition, and mental sharpness, and it's not a drug. By the way, our attorneys reviewed all of the research, hundreds of papers, to determine that our claims were completely valid. In addition to the Brain Reward, we have a companion product that is based on DNA-designed precision nutrition gene testing. The gene test is called the GARS gene test, and that determines which of the 6 VNI RestoreGen formulas is your perfect Brain Reward companion. You have 6 different genotypic pathways in 6 different pathways that are possible in the Brain Reward system. So the patented GARS test and RestoreGen formulas represent a disruptive technological breakthrough in DNA-designed precision nutrition that optimize your best Brain Reward benefits. The VNI RestoreGen products use only premium quality science-based ingredients to ensure the greatest beneficial effects. By the way, you can look at the label and you can see all of the logo and trademark IDs, and you can even go onto the internet and look at those companies and see the science behind those ingredients. But we have science on the finished product. Each RestoreGen formula is to be taken with Brain Reward in a 2 Brain Reward capsules to 1 RestoreGen capsule ratio. Then our last product is ThionExtra, and it is an anti-aging and immune boosting product extraordinaire. It's made with evidence-based premium quality nutraceutical ingredients, and it supports DNA protection and the structure and function of all the cells, especially in the blood vessels, provides antioxidant function, which is boosted primarily through your glutathione and SOD functions. Glutathione and SOD are the 2 most important endogenous enzymes made in the body. SOD is actually, out of the many thousands and thousands of proteins in the body, these enzymes are proteins, SOD is the 5th most abundant protein in the body. That means it's real important. There could be a whole bunch more reals there, but we'll stop at 3. It's just really important. And your body will even rob nutrients from other molecules to fund SOD. Your body will even rob zinc from DNA to fund SOD function, because it's the first line of defense against oxygen-free radicals. And that helps to support immune function, improve nitrogen balance, and provide cellular detoxification, supporting the structure, function, stamina, and energy output of cells. It helps to promote mental clarity through this pathway and anti-aging and life extension. And on top of that, the life-changing benefits are evidenced by an astonishingly high customer retention rate as well. That's a snapshot of our products. And to make it possible that as a company, we would be effective in sharing this message with people, I was blessed to be introduced by Ed and Gina Bender to Jeff Hooks. And Jeff has built organizations eclipsing $500 million in top-line revenues. And with that, I am thrilled to give the screen back to him.
Thank you so much, Bill. Wonderful, wonderful information as always. I'm going to start my screen share and pick up right where Bill left off. Let's see if I can do that without spraining my ankle. Let's see here. All right, we're in business. Well, listen, that Bill shared some wonderful information, and for those of you that don't come from maybe a healthcare or a science background, what I want you to understand is Bill's just hitting, with the information he just shared with us, he's really just hitting the high notes, because there's a lot more depth to the science and research. But what I want to communicate to all of you, no matter what your background is that you don't have to understand the science behind the VNI products to benefit from the science. In other words, our body knows what to do. Nutrition that gets in is something that all we have to do is enjoy the product. So every morning when I wake up, I take Prodovite on an empty stomach first thing in the morning. That's my protocol. I then take my brain reward and my Restoragen formula, which mine is, my DNA designed formula is Equigen. It's called Equigen. And then I'm set for the day. And then at night, actually I have an N-Sorb right here. At night, right before I go to bed, I take my N-Sorb. And that's my protocol. So it's very simple. It's easy. The products taste great. And our bodies benefit, as Bill shared with us, by nutrition that gets in, nourishing our bodies at a cellular level. And so we're just so excited that you're learning about these products. For many of you, and in fact, probably most of you, this might be the first time you've gotten a little bit more of a deeper dive information. Perhaps you've seen some of our videos. Perhaps one of our authorized partners invited you to peruse some information on their website. But we want you to know there's tremendous science, just like you learned this evening, behind these products. Real science, credible science. And by the way, that's a commitment, as Bill said in a couple different ways. That's a commitment that we're continuing long term. It's literally part of the DNA of our brand. The idea of continuing to cultivate intellectual property, unique proprietary products that deliver value, that impact the body in a measurable way, and that are backed by science. In fact, we are launching, we have our 2020 major product launch is happening literally in 30 days. In fact, 1 month, the end of April. So stay tuned for that. We're very excited. Our leadership already knows what the rollout strategy is. So stay tuned for that. So let's transition now, not just in this current environment that we're dealing with, but even prior to this challenge, most people are interested in improving their health. Not just during, New Year's resolutions, but, both physical health with nutritional supplements, as Bill touched on in some of his opening comments. That's the reason 75% of adults supplement in North America, 3 out of every 4. They know, and we know, most of us know, that we're not getting the nutrition that we need from the foods we eat. But we also, most people are interested in improving their financial health. And that's what we're going to transition to for just a few minutes. We're going to give you just an overview on the authorized partner opportunity with VNI. Because if you're at a point in time where not only are you interested in boosting your immune system with these amazing products, but you might be open to exploring ways to create what I call a parallel cash flow, an additional income stream. Those of you that know me knows that certainly our leadership, our partners that are plugged in, many of our top leaders in the world of VNI are plugged into this event live. We've got a great turnout all over the U.S. and Canada. We talk as a brand. We often recommend to our community when they're learning about the VNI products that I'm a believer in multiple streams of income. The idea of not having all of your income and all of your world tied to one source of income. And so let me walk you through our business model. So we're excited. And by the way, I want to say, again, this is a message we've been sharing for 6.5 years. We want to roll out the red carpet if the timing's right in your life, where the idea of creating an additional cash flow, the idea maybe your career path or your financial world temporarily, at least hopefully temporarily, is stalled a bit, in light of our social distancing and what we're all dealing with. I want you to understand that our model, the authorized partner model with VNI, was built for social distancing because of the technology and some of the things that you're going to learn about this evening. So let's walk through a little bit just to give you, it's not a deep dive, but just to give you an overview, and then I'll point you where you can go for additional information. All right, so we are, as you learn, we're not only a global leader in wellness companies, nutritional science companies, we're also a global leader in direct-to-consumer marketing or relationship marketing. Some people, I often am referring to it these days as influencer marketing. The idea that word of mouth, even through social media word of mouth, is still, it's the most effective way of distributing products and services that matter, products and services that deliver value. Obviously, if a product does not deliver value, if a service does not deliver value or perceived value, then there is no word of mouth. Nobody's going to recommend something that they don't believe in, that they don't have a positive experience with. But when you have real products like VNI, then our model was built for relationship marketing. So we consider our model a direct-to-consumer relationship or influencer marketing model, even though a large percentage of our products are distributed through healthcare practitioners because of the scientific validation. So what that does for all of you and all of us is it levels the playing field. You don't have to be a healthcare practitioner to be able to take the VNI products that are backed by that science and that credibility and share it within your sphere of influence. So let me give you an idea of how it works. First of all, the business model is based on 3 simple steps. And this is all of our partners have learned this, whether they're brand new, their first month or two in engaging in this mission, or if they're, you heard Ed and Gina Bender and Cynthia Sauer and Ken Nasmitz and Abner Fisher and Michael Saletti and Denise Blankenship and Abner. I mentioned Abner. I mean, we've got so many leaders. In fact, every one of those individuals are on tonight's event that have built tremendous businesses, huge customer bases. But the first thing I want you to realize is all of our partners, every name I mentioned and the names I didn't mention, they're building their VNI business based on a mission of assisting people, if you can see that, hopefully, assisting people in becoming beacons of health, hope, and abundance. That's our mission. And so when it comes to partners, we've said this for years now, we're focused on missionaries, not mercenaries. We don't shy away from the fact that there's a tremendous financial opportunity within the VNI model, but mission-driven leaders, the leaders that are focused on giving before getting, that are focused on contribution, that are focused on serving others, lifting up, encouraging others. Those are the individuals that we're attracted to, candidly. And now the men and women, the partners that are on this event live and all over the US and Canada come from all different backgrounds. We'll talk about that, but they're mission driven. And I think that's important to emphasize, especially in today's environment, probably more so than ever. But step number 1 for all of our successful partners these are men and women that use the VNI products daily. They're what we call a product of the products. And the reason that's important is when our partners and if you choose to share the VNI products, you're sharing from a place of authenticity. You're sharing from a place of integrity because you're recommending these individuals to learn about the products that you and your family are taking. So the fundamental building block is, number 1, use the products every day. Number 2, share the VNI products. And we've got tools and technology, a platform called the VNI Life app that we'll talk about in just a few minutes, that does all the heavy lifting for you. In other words, it makes it very easy to share. You don't have to create the message. You're just the messenger. You're inviting people to learn about the products. You're sharing information from the tools that we put right at your fingertips, and we'll teach you how to do that. And then you're following up. Some people are interested in the products and improving their immune system and taking responsibility, taking some control of their health. Others are interested not only in the products, but creating the cash flow. And some might say thanks, but no thanks. And it's okay. So it's a sorting process, not a convincing process. And we'll teach you exactly how to do that. In fact, we've got a training Saturday that I'll come back to. Our #1 income earners are going to be leading a training this coming Saturday at 11 a.m. in this virtual meeting room. You won't want to miss that. So step #1 is use the VNI products every day. Step #2 is to share the VNI products. And then step #3 is to teach others to do the same. Now, I want to share with you, you can do steps 1 and 2 only. You could focus just on steps 1 and 2 and build a tremendous customer base. We've got a number of partners that have gone all the way to director level, just literally exclusively on customers. And they built a wonderful part-time cash flow, residual cash flow, as high as $1,000, $2,000 a month just off of a customer base. But if you're interested in, if you're a leader, we're all leaders to some degree. We lead and influence our family, our loved ones, you know, our sphere of influence. But if you aspire to build a team, then we'll teach you how to do that. And that's where step 3 comes in. So you teach others, you assemble a team and teach and shepherd others to do what you're doing. So use, share, and teach others to do the same. Those are the 3 core fundamentals of the business model as an authorized partner with VNI. Now, when you do that, as you do that, it's a pattern of activity. So as you do that, part-time, full-time, whatever the time commitment is, that's up to you. The VNI rewards you with a very lucrative compensation plan. We call them thank you checks. And we've got a wonderful compensation plan with a number of different bonuses, but all of those bonuses can be put into 3 basic categories. The first is immediate income. So as you share the VNI products with others, you use the tools that we provide for you. You use the VNI Life app, where with the push of a finger, push of a button rather, you can share our video content. You can share PDFs on the product. Depends on what the conversation is with who you're talking to. But we've got all the tools right there on your phone, right at your fingertips. You share. Let's say, for example, you shared Prodovite with me. You shared from the app, and then I open the video. And you see that you get a notification that I open the video. We have a follow-up discussion, and I place a product order. So let's say that happens tonight, Thursday night. You get paid Monday. So that's the immediate income. Business that you do this week, you're paid, and that ends 12 o'clock midnight, you're paid Monday. You're paid next week. So that's immediate income. And we've got a number of partners that have earned from 20 to 50 to 100 to hundreds of dollars their very first week, thousands of dollars their first month or two, just on the immediate income aspect of the compensation plan. Now, second type of income is what we call long-term residual cash flow. And folks, this is powerful. You think about it, our products are consumable. So most of our customers are on what's called a subscription program. The subscription program is a very convenient program so that your customers, you and your customers both, don't have to worry about running out of product. You're in complete control. So you choose the day that whatever product you want for you and your family, you choose the day that you want it to process and be shipped to your house each month. You're in complete control. You can increase, decrease, cancel that subscription at any time. So what happens is, let's say back to the example of me. So you shared VNI with me. I let's say I placed a Prodovite N-Sorb order tonight. You get paid on Monday of next week. And then 30 days from now, let's just say, for example, we process my subscription on the 25th of April. So the 25th of April comes along, and guess what you have to do? And the answer is nothing. The VNI corporate team, our operations team, handles everything for you. We package, we process, in this example, the company processes my credit card, ships the product that I want directly to my doorstep. You don't touch anything, and you get paid again. So that's the residual cash flow. Those are not commissions and bonuses on new customers placing first-time orders. In this example, that's a residual commission. That's a royalty commission paid off of repeat orders from existing customers. So think about that. That's the power of a consumable product, especially a consumable product that's backed by 48 peer-reviewed published clinical studies. A product that delivers an impact. Folks, I want you to understand that residual cash flow is powerful because our data, our company was growing before this crisis. but I just share this with our top leadership and many of the individuals that are on this call. But our month to date numbers as of this afternoon range from, in fact, I'm not going to give you every data point, but I'll just share with you, up 13%, up 18%, up 600%, up 7%, up, well, customer growth, new customers up 52% month over month. The list goes on and on. So we are, and again, this is, we're over 6 years old as a company. So we've got a rock solid foundation, but the marketplace is just really over the last probably year, especially, you know, we do millions and millions of dollars in sales. So I want you to understand that, but we're entering into what I call early momentum with the growth that we're experiencing and have been experiencing recently. So that long-term residual cash flow doesn't happen overnight, but based on your sharing activity, based on your engagement level in this mission, that can be something that creates a significant cash flow. And I'll tell you, our partners, some of our partners have been with us for years, since the very beginning, and have been earning and enjoying a residual cash flow for over 6 years. And folks, that's powerful, especially when you look at a lot of what's happening in some of the really scary times for people. And I know it's impacting loved ones and everyone that's plugged into this event. So a long-term residual gives you the opportunity over time. It's not a quick fix, but it gives us the opportunity, gives you the opportunity to create a cash flow to supplement your retirement, to pay off debt, or for as a plan B or plan C or plan D when unexpected challenges happen, like with what we're dealing with now. And then the third type of income is what we call leadership development bonuses. And folks, these are leadership bonuses as you help your team succeed. So, gosh, Zig Ziglar, I couldn't think of his name. Zig Ziglar, who I love, he's in heaven now. But he used to say, you can have everything in life you want if you help enough other people get what they want. I call that selfish generosity. It's just, it's free enterprise at its best. And so that ties into that third type of compensation within the VNI model, is where you get thank you checks for helping your partners reach their goals. And that's a great way to do business. Now, I'm gonna fast forward. Why partner with VNI? Lots of reasons. Most importantly, it's why it's you know, really from a timing perspective for you. But I do want to mention that top bullet point there. That's probably the most powerful aspect of our VNI partner program, is you have the opportunity to represent a brand and products that are proprietary and exclusive technologies, and they're not available anywhere else. So let me say that differently. We do not compete with our partners. The only way to purchase the VNI products is through an authorized partner, period. So there's real value there as an authorized partner, because you're taking products to the market that you don't find in GNC, you don't find in Vitamin Shop, you can't find anywhere else. These are unique products. So that's a real opportunity. There's no required product inventory. You can work when and where you want with the people that you want. We've got a compensation plan that has unlimited earnings potential, based on your ability, based on your work ethic, based on the time invested. And we're very proud of that. You can work it part-time and build it to a full-time level. You can stay part-time. It's completely up to you. The tools and resources are all there. And it's up to you, based on your vision, based on your commitment level, to build this thing as big as you can dream and as excited as you are to share. So you've got the capability. You don't have to have a certain background. And here's the key point I was going to share, and I touched on this earlier. Great question. I had some conference calls this morning with some new partners that are coming on board, and they asked this very question. They in a different way, but the same core question. They said, "What are the attributes of successful partners with VNI?" And what I can share with you as we head down the home stretch here is that our partners are men and women from all different backgrounds, as you can see there. Doctors, lawyers, healthcare practitioners, part-time, full-time employees, stay-at-home moms and dads, people with advanced degrees in formal education, and people that have a PhD in the school of life, you know, with no formal education. We've got wonderful men and women from all different backgrounds. And the key common threads that we see consistently are these are men and women that have a sincere desire for some positive change in their life. they're mission driven. They like representing a company and a brand and products that make a positive impact in others' lives. Not that there's anything wrong with other products and services, but we're very, very proud about the reality that our products change lives. It's not entertainment, entertainment to escape for a couple of hours. These are life-changing products. And so our partners are mission driven. The third thing that we've seen consistently is our partners are coachable. They bring their own skills, their own giftings, their own what I call non-financial assets, their own resources, their own contacts, credibility, influence, etc. But they're wise enough and humble enough to plug into the VNI system, leverage the tools and technology that have already been working for years, and blow through the learning curve and get profitable quickly. Okay, so resources for our VNI partners. I'm going to skim over this, and Gina and Ed will likely touch on some of this on Saturday's training in some more detail. But the resources for our VNI partners, number one, you get complete access to the VNI Life app, where you can share the products, business building tools, teaching and training, everything from your smartphone, whether you're Android or iOS, or your tablet, or you can access desktop if you need to. But most people are accessing content and consuming content these days from smartphones, and so it's all right at your fingertips. And the app tracks all of your sharing activity, your follow-up activity, everything. It's right there for you. We provide you a marketing website with lead capture on a shopping cart where people can order the product, use a credit card, and you get paid. It's all set up for you. Number three, robust back office, and a business center, which gives you all of the insights that you need to manage and lead your growing business. Next, we do live and recorded trainings. I want to mention again, this coming Saturday, so obviously day after tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern, in this meeting room, I want you to join Gina and Ed Bender. They're ambassador leaders in the world of VNI. They're the top pen ranks. They've got, the whole company they've built with the corporate team, with Bill and Kim Downs and everyone else. It's an amazing team. A lot of these leaders are plugged in live to this event. Gina and Ed are going to be doing a partner training that I want all of you to plug into. And for those of you that are new that want to engage with us, what a great way to get off to a fast start. A little birdie told me, a little birdie by the name of Ed, that Gina and Ed have both got a special speaker that's going to go very, very deep in some of the exciting information about our immune boosting products, very timely information. And that's all I'll say about that. But don't be surprised if it's a familiar voice. And I'll say it's very rare that we get our founder and CEO on our Saturday partner training. He's often plugged in, but this is a very special treat. Gina and Ed have asked him to participate and lead that training with them. It's going to be awesome. So we do those training. We do that training every week. This coming Saturday is a very special training, but every training is good. We record it, so it's archived. So no matter what you're doing on any given day or week, you can get plugged in and get caught up on what we're covering. Best-in-class customer and partner support. I encourage you to invite, get back to the person that invited you and ask the partner that shared VNI with you, that you're in discussions with, about our customer support. Our customer care department is absolutely best in class. I'm so proud of that team, led by Craig Fleming, and they do an amazing job. So what does that mean for you? That means you work hard to build a customer base with VNI, and the company has invested significant capital into technology and people and resources and operational infrastructure to keep those customers. So you keep getting that residual cash flow. We have compelling marketing and sales materials that are always getting better, powerful science information, new clinical studies coming out. We're constantly, research papers just being released, all designed to validate the products and give you the ability, even if you're brand new, to hold your head high and have confidence that you're representing a company and products that are second to none in the marketplace. And then finally, lowest startup fee in the industry. $50 is our authorized partner, new partner fee. That covers you for the first year, everything that we're talking about here and more. So it's basically what, $4 a month is your overhead. And then your annual renewal is $35 after that. So $3, basically $3 a month moving forward. So that's what it takes, folks. I want you to know that we're moving into a new platform. I want to share this real quickly as we wrap up. We're moving into a new model for next week that we're real excited about. This is based on popular demand. So beginning next Tuesday night at 8 o'clock, we're gonna do only a product overview at 8 o'clock. You'll be getting partners, you'll be getting a communication. So it's going to be shorter. It's going to be 20, 25 minutes just on the products and the science. And then we've got on Thursday night, we're going to move it to 8 o'clock. So it's going to be 8 o'clock Tuesday, 8 o'clock Thursday. Every week moving forward is going to be the authorized partner program. So an introduction to the partner program with VNI. So that way we're going to separate the presentation that we've just experienced today. We're going to separate it. We're going to separate it into two presentations. So Tuesday will be just a product and science presentation for prospective customers and partners to learn about the products, where the companies come from, and the science. And then Thursday, those that have an interest in learning more about the partner program, we'll do a quick drive-by on the products, and then we'll focus on this information about our authorized partner program. So we think, let me know, leaders, let me know what you think about that. Shoot me a text or call me tomorrow. I'll be in the office all day. Let's talk about it. But we're excited. I've gotten some good feedback from some of you that we've talked about, but we're going to break that up. That'll start next week. Don't worry. The company is going to send out a communication that updates you on all that. So as we wrap up, what's your next step? Number one, I encourage you, no matter what your background is, no matter what your engagement level or interest in the business is, come on as a customer at least. Enjoy the products. You can come on as a preferred customer and get wholesale pricing by setting up a subscription. But get back to the person that invited you. Make a 90 to 120-day commitment to nourish your body at a cellular level with nutrition that gets in with the VNI products. I just want to encourage you. You'll be glad you did. I just sincerely mean that. Number two, you might say, you know what, I need more information. And if that's the case, that's great. Get back to the person that invited you. They'll if they haven't already done so, they'll share. We've got videos to share from their app. They might share the website. There's detailed information on every aspect of our product, science, and business model. They might even do what's called a three-way call and introduce you to one of their upline success coaches, or me, or Bill, or Ed or Gina, or one of the other leaders to help get your questions answered so you can make a good decision as to how you want to engage with the VNI brand. And then the third option is you say, you know what, the timing's right. I don't have all the information, but the timing's right. I want to move forward as a partner. And so we've got some builder pack options that you want to learn about that give you some deep discounts off of product, including some free samples. So there are 3 builder pack options that are only available to brand new partners. They are optional, so you don't have to do it, but they definitely are. In fact, I'll tell you, our builder packs from new partners this month, builder pack orders are up 600% this month compared to February. So we've got a lot of wonderful men and women that are engaging this mission, and we would love for you to be a part of that if that fits for you. But at the very least, please bless your body with these products. Give it 90 to 120 days. You'll be glad you did. And so on behalf of Bill Downs, on behalf of all of our leadership, we've taken a lot of time. We don't take that lightly that you've invested time out of your busy schedule. So thanks so much. Get back to the person that invited you. Figure out what of these options, what's the best next step for you. And we welcome you to the VNI family in any way, shape, or form. So thanks so much. Have a wonderful evening, and we'll talk soon. God bless. Bye-bye.